Good day traders, and welcome back to the Forex Boat Trading Academy. Today we will be looking at the Canadian dollar versus Japanese yen and the potential move to the downside or a correction to the downside, maybe even a trend reversal. And before we get started, I would like to remind you that all the information in this video is for educational purpose only, should not be considered as a financial advice. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it right away not to miss any of the videos that we're posting every single day. Let's get started with the Canadian Japanese yen price action. First off, we're having this descending channel which have extended twice. So extended once and extended second time. So there are more trend lines, as you can see. The interesting thing is the rejection of the uptrend of the second extended channel and the rejection of 761.8 Fips applied to the corrective move to the downside after price broke above the downtrend trend line. So here we have a double rejection, so clearly extremely strong resistance at 81.45, but at the same time what I have used is Fibonacci cycles. I have used it through these 2 points, the last 2 points that I have used to draw the channel, and we are seeing that this could be the beginning of the bearish cycle. So it's either a correctional move to the downside or a trend reversal. We will find out soon, but all in all, we're aiming at the support level, which is located at 78.91. Why this level is important? Well, I have used Fips again applied through the last 2 points used to draw the channel, and we see that there is 38.2 Fips. This level is important because there was a clean rejection previously, showing that there is a demand zone. Also, at the same spot, price rejected the descending channel after it broke above, so yet again confirming the importance of this level. And finally, we have current cycle, potentially bearish cycle, ending on the 16th, and it almost exactly corresponds to the support line, which means that during the next 6 days, price might be going down by 200 pips, which is the downside target for this move. All in all, this is a bearish cycle which can take 6 days, and price could be going down slowly. At the same time, it could go down fast, reach the target, and then simply consolidate till the point when the cycle ends. We can also go much lower. For example, price could be going even stronger to the downside, potentially reaching this support, which also corresponds with the trend line of the channel. So there are 2 scenarios: either price will go down fast or slow, but all in all, it's expected to hit the support, at least this level, which is 200 pips. Not that much for this currency pair, but still a decent move considering this is the 4-hour time frame. Speaking of the upside risk, break to the upside above 81.44 will invalidate the bearish scenario, and in this case we might see the continuation of the uptrend similar to what we had already. So fast move to the upside upon the break above this resistance, so we need to watch it closely. Even few pips above will invalidate it because they're too much of a risk. If price will start to move up, it could go fast, so no point in holding, because this seems to be the top, and I don't think it will be going any higher if this is in fact a corrective move to the downside, if the corrective move in fact will take place. Now let's move back to previously made analysis, starting Australian dollar. We are consolidating for the 3rd day now, but still this is a long-term perspective. You can see the price is expected to move up quite a lot, and the next cycle could be bullish. This is the reason why I would expect the correction to the downside or continuation of the consolidation, because if it's a bullish cycle, the next one, price will not be going up much prior to this date, which is 14th, in just 4 days from today. Moving on to Canadian Swiss franc, this has been invalidated because we broke above the resistance. Nonetheless, because we're having Canadian Japanese yen, the Canadian weakness could push the price down, and we might see this sort of correction. Nonetheless, I'm just closing the chart because it got invalidated. Same basically on the Euro Swiss franc, it got invalidated because we definitely broke above the resistance. But just to show you that the downtrend trend line still is rejected and FIPS currently is being rejected. So there is still a potential for the strong move to the downside, but it got invalidated due to this resistance breakout. So I'm closing the chart, disregarding the fact that I still expect a move to the downside. It just can take too much of a time to follow, and we will have more ideas on the euro and Swiss franc. So I don't want to stick to the same idea for extended period of time, especially if it's going against the forecast. Now euro pound, it's the same. We can see that multiple pairs are having an increased trading volume after the USA elections. This uncertainty will result in more volatility, in strange moves, and this is the reason why this is happening, in my opinion. So here we didn't break above the resistance, so price went lower and also invalidating. Canadian Swiss franc obviously got invalidated. Maybe we'll go higher, I don't know, but we did break above the key resistance here, so price went up, closing the chart. Pound New Zealand dollar, we have reached the second support here, so key support has been tested, after which price started to move up, and this could mean that the pound will be feeling strong, considering that there was a rejection. So price has reached both support levels, both downside targets. This means that and this rejection means that there could be a strong upside move after all. Okay, I'm closing this chart as well since we have reached the target. Gold remains valid as long as the price is above this low, because here was a spike, failed to close. So yesterday we were speaking about 4-hour needs to hold this support. It did hold it, which means the forecast remains valid, expecting the move to the upside. Silver, same, expecting the move to the upside to continue as long as this support holds. S&P 500 price spiked a lot, quite a lot to the upside, reaching $3,674, and it was a spike, it was a huge spike, and then price corrected down strongly. So we can see that it failed to break the previously made high. This might either result in the downside move or consolidation, because as long as there is no daily close above this high, S&P 500 will struggle to go higher. So all in all, it's too risky to buy, definitely, and I think people will start looking for the selling opportunities. Now, if we look at the previously made high where the FIPS has been rejected, let's just put the line here. The daily has been above, which is actually also invalidates this setup. So I'm closing the S&P. We will see how it goes. Very, very unpredictable market this week. Ethereum continues to move to the upside, expecting the resistance to be tested. So consider this analysis to finish, because I want to start fresh after the USA elections. There is a lot of things to analyze fresh, because a lot of things has changed, the trends has occurred. So I will not be following this anymore, although I do expect the price to test this resistance, probably today, maybe tomorrow. But in all, I'm not following this as well. You see, I'm cleaning all these charts. We will have less analysis to follow, but we will have new analysis, which will take into consideration all this new price action after the USA election. Closing ETH USD, pound broke to the upside, showing that there is strength for the pound, and it most likely will continue because of this break to the upside. So I'm also invalidating the pound analysis. Now we will follow Canadian Japanese yen, gold, silver, and Australian dollar. This is a very long-term outlook. Gold also and silver are long-term. Canadian Japanese yen is the medium term because it's only 200 pips. So this is what we're left with. And of course, I will keep you updated as to what happens to these currency pairs. If you enjoyed the video, click the like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Click that bell to get notified of all videos that coming every single day. Thank you guys, and I wish you profits.